Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another day of the video. Darren, how's it going today? Today it is 20 to 8. I'm already on campus. This car feels so smooth. It's so nice. It's like, I don't know, I can't really explain it. It just feels, slower than the other car does. Like, I've still got to get used to the gears. A couple of times I was like in the wrong gear at the wrong time. Usually when you know when you come out of a corner and you're going downhill, picking the right gear, I thought naturally 2 is right here, and it was like, nope, third, please, third. So yeah, otherwise though, it's a really nice car, really smooth. It feels slower than my other car, but I don't think it is. I think it just feels more solid, and it feels like there's less air going around, like none of the windows were steaming up or anything stupid like that. It's really good. The only problem with it at the moment is the radio, but we're going to look into feeding a headphone jack into here. So that it's not really a problem in the morning, because I always listen to BBC Radio 2 in the morning, but on the way home I sometimes get a bit bored. And obviously I've got this to tide me over until we get this cable through. But yeah, otherwise though, we're on campus, so let's go get some stuff done. I haven't even got my scarf on today either because it's warm. Oh, wait, hang on guys, I've got to lock it. Oh wait, it's probably the best bit. Now the only real challenge is coming back tonight at 5 o'clock and looking for a blue Clio instead of a black Punto. Anyway, we're on campus, ladies and gentlemen. We are heading on over to the library now. I've got to come back to the car in a bit because my parking permit is registered to my Fiat Punto still, so I've had to leave a little notice in there saying, like, I am aware that this parking permit is not registered to this car. I apologise. I will be heading, it says like at 9 o'clock I'll be heading over to update it because that's when the parking office opens. But at the moment it's 7:45, so there's not much I can do about it. This precise moment in time, is there? What's the plan on today's agenda? We have a lecture at 10 o'clock for advanced HCI. We have this parking permit thing at 9 o'clock. And then we have a 3-hour gap in the middle of the day, and then entrepreneurship in the afternoon. So I'm going to be spending my day doing HCI, I think. I might do group coursework this morning in like the short gaps I have between moving my car, well, parking permit stuff and my first lecture. And then I'll be doing HCI stuff after. It's really boring not being able to do programming, or not doing as much programming. It's a lot harder. Now that the code portion of my final year project is finished, I'm going to find it a lot more difficult to sit on campus writing reports all day. It's very easy doing a 9 to 5 shift of programming. It's not so easy doing a 9 to 5 shift of writing an essay, but that might mean that I move around on campus a little bit more during the day, trying to find things to split it up. But today's not too bad because I've only got a 3-hour gap. Tomorrow's a little bit worse because I've got like, I think it's a 5-hour, 5 or 4 hour, I think. We'll see. But otherwise, we'll go to the library. Oh god, it's bloody freezing though. Jesus, I wish I brought my cigar. Bumped into a little traffic warden there who, it was difficult explaining that scenario to him, but he said go to the library. I'm not going to go to the library, I'm going to go to where I'm supposed to go. But you know. Otherwise, something I forgot to tell you about earlier. This morning, we always let Graham out in the morning to like, so she can run around before we go. Should we walk on the underpass so I can vlog? So Graham comes out like twice a day. She comes out in the morning and the evening time. So we let her out this morning, have her in our hands for a little bit, then we put her in a ball so she can run around. And what she does, we put her in, we've got 2 balls. One's a quiet ball, which is the yellow one, which is like a thin rubbery plastic, and the other one is like a hard glassy kind of plastic, which is really noisy, so we always put her in a quiet one in the morning. So anyway, she's in the bathroom chewing on a ball. As I'm leaving, I turn around and Graham is just chilling on the floor. The ball is open, and the little weasel has chewed the little plastic, because it's like a handle. 2 ends spin, so you put in like so each end there's like a cap that spins and locks into place. She chewed the bit of plastic that locks it into place, so it just freely spins now. So she broke out and managed to escape, so I had to put her in a loud ball instead. Fucking what a weasel. She chewed on it, and that was part of the reason why we upgraded it in the first place. But yeah, it was a weird one. Turned around and was just like, had to just like stop her escaping. It was a good job she was in the bathroom where she can't really get anywhere, because if she was in the living room she can get like under the sofa and stuff. But yeah, so that ball is now in the bin. So shit, do you remember my registration plate. Bother, I remembered. It took me a long time to even memorise my old registration plate, let alone this one. But this one's actually a bit more memorable. I think it kind of says something. So, cool beans. Let's go and pop this in the car. And then, oh gosh, it took me ages. There's quite a lot of people in there, I guess. There's 2 people in front of me changing their car as well, so it must be a popular week. What are the chances of having a parking fucking ticket, eh? I believe now there is nothing else I need to do with reference to the car. I just continue to drive it like normal. I don't need to worry about like anything silly. I've done obviously tax and insurance, AA's changed over, and this was the last thing. Pretty certain. Pretty certain that's the case. To be honest, I'm not really a fan of sticking things into the window of a newish car. It kind of feels wrong, but what can you do, eh? It's weird. There's a guy in like a really small elevator there. Cool. Oh Christ, it's quite a lot colder here than it is in Bristol, it's gotta be said. Swag. That should be like really far out of the way, so I can't even see it. I mean, like, to be fair, it's quite a big windscreen compared to the other car. Right, anyway, stop fuddy-duddying around. Right, I'm going to go and just like hang around in the go and hang around in Chancellor, which is apparently, I pressed the button by mistake there, I apologise, apparently voted the ugliest building in Bath. Now personally, I think it's one of the best looking buildings in Bath, but that shows how old fashioned Bath is, I guess, or how blind I am, one of the two. My next lecture is in like 30 minutes or so. Well, 45 minutes, but there's places, you can find places to sit down in here and just kind of partially work away. Oh, wind! I said this as well, my favourite room might even be free. Crazy. God, that room's free. Everything's free at 9 in the morning. Turns out it isn't free, there's just a lot of spare seats in it. Oh, right, well, let's bust out the laptop and do a little bit of work, shall we? Finished doing a chunk of referencing and analysing for both HCI and my group coursework, so good stuff. Now we have a HCI lecture. I think we're moving on from multitasking now onto something else, so I don't know what we're doing. HCI was an interesting lecture on information visualizations, and then I went to the lab and I've gone through a load of essay stuff and stuff. Had my lunch and all that malarkeys, and I'm now heading over to Entrepreneurship. So the company that I've got a job at has screwed their nose up at my digitally signed consent form. So I digitally signed it with my Surface pen instead of pen and paper this time. See if they notice. 100% sure how I just managed that, but I'm now leaving early. It's only 4:30. Fucking brilliant. I miss, well, I should miss the school traffic and commute. Well, no, I hit commuter traffic in Bristol, but holy shit, I just nearly died, ladies and gentlemen. Just nearly died. Just nearly landed flat on my face. Whew. Christ on a bike. Anyway, I'm gonna head to the car, gonna head back. Lots of work to do tonight, annoyingly, but oh well. And ladies and gentlemen, we are sat in traffic. I've honestly no idea. I'm also sat next to a bus of people watching me vlog now. Happy birthday. You'll notice there's nowhere for me to put a car cam in this car. It's quite irritating, to be honest with you. I'm gonna need a sucker one rather than anything else. Oh gosh, falling down the fucking stairs hurt my ankle a little bit, it's got to be said. Otherwise, I'm not 100% sure how I managed to leave early. We had like a little bit of a group meeting after that entrepreneurship lecture, which was about operations and all that kind of stuff, and business infrastructure. But after we had like a little group session of being like, right, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. It means I've got a couple of things I need to do tonight, because we've got a meeting planned in with the lecturer tomorrow in order for us to ask some like questions about our coursework, which should prove interesting and quite useful. But it means I get to go early, which means I'm in a bit of traffic here. But when you leave at 5 o'clock, you get hideous traffic. Like, I wouldn't have even left campus by now. It takes like 15 minutes just to get off campus. But leaving at like 4:30 is pretty good. But yeah, so otherwise, just cruising along really. With mild pain in my right ankle after fucking falling down some stairs. I didn't fall down, I like stumbled down a couple of steps and had to like jump a couple. My right foot slipped and my left foot had to then decide to go down 6 steps at once in order to recorrect myself. But though, amazing skill, cut the camera. That's skillful. Being like, in a moment of relative stress and peril, still cut the camera. Still thinking about the vlog, or I'm thinking about saving myself. But either way, I'm still thinking about the camera in the sense that I'm not just going to use the camera to like land on or catch myself, like if I touch the hand railing. But anyway, god damn it. Anyway, we're rolling on down, listening to radio. Look, it's got to be said, ladies and gentlemen, while there is a bloody lorry behind me revving its engine like a nutcase, the fact that the gears in this are so like low down, like they're so like first will take you to about 10 mile an hour and you're pushing it, and you have to change up from first to second to third quite quickly, but it makes crawling in traffic like this, where I'm literally just crawling along, so simple. It's so easy. In my old car it was really difficult. It was like, well, it hurt your foot and whatnot. So this is much better. Obviously I'd prefer not to be in this scenario, but can't have it all, can you? Can't have it all. It's lovely weather though, absolutely lovely weather. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time jump time. It is 11:30 and I am heading off to bed now. Laura went to bed about half an hour ago. I stayed up a little bit to do group work. Some of the group work that was, I just wanted to finish off like my sections for the group coursework for tomorrow, so that I can spend tomorrow doing HCI stuff instead. And also it means that other people don't necessarily have the excuse that they're waiting for me, which they're not. I like making sure that I can't possibly be blamed. So I thought I'd stay up a little bit, and I've been working on it since like the past hour and a half or so, and I've now finished everything for my sections, and I will begrudge taking up any like much more work on the project beyond proofreading and like trying to smooth out sections that don't really make much sense. Either way though, ladies and gentlemen, what's gone on? Since I got back, it's been kind of go, to be honest with you. I only really had half an hour to sit down once we come back from shopping. Came back, cooked dinner, while Laura was doing a workout and stuff, and then we sorted out the meal plan and the shopping list before cooking dinner. We cooked dinner, headed on out. Laura drove to the supermarket, and we went to Asda and Sainsbury's to pick up our weekly shop. So we were there for a decent amount of time. Like, it's not strenuous, it's just like I'd spent so much time moving about. My ankle's better as well now, by the way. But like, spent so much time doing stuff. And then I came back from shopping and I was like, made my sandwiches, took the bins out, sat down for half an hour, had a cup of tea, a couple of donuts, and then moved into there to carry on doing some work. So then, tomorrow we are on campus again, Tuesday it is, so it's cryptography day, which means that we are doing a 9 o'clock lecture, a gap, and then a 2 o'clock lecture, and then we've got a meeting with the entrepreneurship lecturer so that we can talk through our coursework at 3:15. We potentially have another group meeting after that, but I doubt it, based on how short today's group meeting was. I think we're more or less coming to an end. There are just like a couple of parties that haven't quite done their bits yet. I'm trying my hardest not to step in and do it for them, because I don't have time. Likewise, we've all got shit we need to do with our lives, and we can't have it easy for some and than it is for others or whatever. But yeah, so it's probably going to be another long day on campus, but saying this, I only have Tuesday and Thursday, and then I'm off for 2 weeks for Easter. Although I'm not off, I'll be doing my dissertation, but you know what I mean. So it's going to be a fun one, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so this evening I'm going to go through, I've got half an hour or whatever before I go to bed now. I'm going to make sure that I've prepped my bags and stuff so that I've got everything ready to rock and roll tomorrow morning, head on to campus, and all that kind of good stuff. I'll upload this video tomorrow afternoon, or I might take you off the camera and render you now. I might have time to do that. I'll catch you later, ladies and gentlemen.